Am I the asshole for not picking up after sister's kids at a party? So I need to know if I was actually in the wrong here because this situation turned into way more drama than I expected. So my younger sister recently had her 30th birthday party at my mom's house, and it wasn't anything super formal, just a family gathering with some extended relatives. Everyone was there, including my older sister, her husband, and their two kids who are almost 4 and about 1.5. Now, if you've ever been around kids that age, you already know how it goes. They were running around, playing, grabbing food, and, yeah, making a mess. They kept dropping things, spilling drinks, and getting crumbs all over the floor. It wasn't anything shocking, just normal little kid behavior, but it was happening pretty often throughout the party. At first, I didn't really think it was my responsibility to clean it up since they weren't my kids. So whenever something happened, I would call my older sister over to show her what her kids had done. In my head, I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. I just figured she should know, and honestly, sometimes it was kind of funny seeing what they managed to spill or drop. And to be clear, I wasn't going over there and angrily demanding she clean it or anything like that. I would just point it out, and then she would usually clean it up herself without me asking. This happened a couple of times during the party. One time was after my younger sister had already made a comment earlier about me not cleaning something up, which kind of annoyed me because, again, they're not my kids. Another time was when I noticed a mess and couldn't find anything nearby like a broom or paper towels, and I didn't feel like searching through someone else's house to clean up after someone else's kids while I was supposed to just be enjoying the party. So overall, I called my older sister over twice during the whole event. That's it. The rest of the party was pretty normal. People were talking, eating, hanging out, and everything seemed fine. At least I thought it was. But later on, after most of the guests had already left, my younger sister came up to me and said something that caught me completely off guard. She said, "Everyone was nice, except for you." So obviously I'm confused, and I ask her what she means. And she says that it was rude of me to keep calling our older sister over to pick up after her kids, and that it made the atmosphere uncomfortable. That honestly surprised me because I didn't think I was doing anything that serious. Like I said, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't being aggressive, and I didn't even tell her to clean it up. I just pointed it out, and she chose to handle it. I tried explaining that I wasn't trying to be rude, and that I thought it was more of a light thing, even kind of funny at times, but it didn't really change how she felt about it. After that, the whole mood just felt off. Later on, I ended up talking to my mom about it because it was still bothering me. I told her that if something like this is going to turn into me being called rude or getting singled out, then I might just stop coming to family gatherings altogether because it didn't feel fair. I also said that if I did something wrong, I would have appreciated someone just explaining it to me calmly instead of immediately labeling me as the problem. And my mom basically told me that it's my choice whether or not I want to come to future family events. So now I'm stuck thinking about it, because on one hand, I get that maybe it could come across the wrong way, especially in a social setting like that. But at the same time, they weren't my kids, I didn't make the mess, and I didn't feel like it was my job to clean it up, especially when I was there as a guest. And I didn't think calling it out a couple of times was enough to make me the only person being called out as rude at the entire party. So, now I'm honestly not sure if I was in the wrong here, or if this just got blown way out of proportion.